Welcome to Boulder, Colorado, and a Rocky Mountain high. Folsom Field, one of the most beautiful settings in sports. Ralphie is out there looking to run over somebody, and the Buffaloes are fired up and ready today. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the second-ranked team, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Gators will kick this away to start us off. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Cox.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Cox. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, when you sit back and play zone defense like this, what you allow is your defense to have eyes on the football. Here, they give up the catch, but you can see how they rally with the football. There's just nowhere to go for this slot receiver.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And the Buffaloes churn out another first down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Cox.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
High completion makes it second and medium. They're going to run it here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The Buffaloes will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
This is the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today. And you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. But this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Important second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And that's good for a first down near the 40. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
This isn't the most flashy play, but it's effective. A slant play coming out of the slot. It's a quick hitter against this defense.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Quick throw testing the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running past the 45. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
He's got it for a big gain. He tackled immediately, but not before he gets the ball inside the 20.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
And the Buffaloes are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The pocket breaking down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship, and we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
So they have to come up with something here on third down after the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The sure hands. It's Cox. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D. Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. Second down.
The end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado 7-0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass not complete. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. The pass rush closing in. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Second down now after the sack. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Field goal try, no good. He missed it. After the miss, still down by 7.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Handoff to the back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
And the Buffaloes looking to cash in this red zone trip. Second down, looking to throw it, bringing pressure. And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
4th down coming up.
The Buffaloes will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Eludes the rush. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffs.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Handles the tricky footing, and PAT is good. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
He lets it go on the move. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Receiver makes the grab. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looking to throw yet again. Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. And it's no good. He missed it. But a flag is down, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. So 1st and 10, that's a costly mistake by the defense on 4th down.
Get set.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Gators. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
And they'll set up with PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though.
That makes the score.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? This throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Second down.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he slings this pass over the middle. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Oh, the pass is picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The Buffaloes are in the red zone. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. The Gators offense retakes the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Florida. Just ran away from the defense.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Pressure is coming. The pocket breaking down. Throws it to the right. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This quarterback didn't have much time at all. I thought it was going to be an easy sack for the defense, but he shows you his strength and his athletic ability and instincts to be able to pull out of that, somehow avoid the sack and get rid of the ball.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he dumps it off to the tight end. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
This one will be fair caught. this lead before halftime. They have to work quickly now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. But this one is broken up, calls incomplete.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there, but throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback drops back, and he's going to launch it deep again. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, this defense looks like they are confused, and they should be. This wide receiver is putting on a clinic here in the first half. He sees blood in the water right now.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after.
The extra point is good. That ties the game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Brings up 2nd down.
The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick this away to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They get the second half started with the running play.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. It would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they can take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
After the 2nd down incompletion, we'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Escapes the sack. Just trying to get rid of it. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
This time, a completion. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he throws his third interception of the day. That's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground here. Fights through a tackle. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? That's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Tries the right with a quick throw, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, can you really allow this defense to dictate things? And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. It's a short completion to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion sets up a second down play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Fires this one deep middle. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Short return, tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Oh, my gosh. At this point, this offensive coordinator has to consider going to the backup. This defense is baiting him into coverage, and he continues to throw these interceptions.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. short loss in the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Handoff to the back. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Gators will send the punt team onto the field. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. They'll fake it. Direct snap to the up man. They tried the trickery there. It doesn't work. Stop short of 1st down yardage. Defense was all over that. The gamble doesn't pay off. Now the offense will take over in good position. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, where they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Chris. Back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Offense on the field to take over. They're going to run it. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for a deep completion. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this 1st down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He'll field the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the 1st play. Let's see if they can do better here. He'll pitch it. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tremendous toughness here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team, and you can see all that off.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Florida. They've come all the way back to claim the lead. That's another strike to this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence on the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on third down. With the catch, it's Cox. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Goes out after a nice gain. A sign of life here by the offense.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there. And the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And they get the completion. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Goal line formation for the defense. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Black 24. Black 24.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Now here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Florida offense retakes the field. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's looking deep here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Gives it to the back. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buffs. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. And the Gators come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Here we go, crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Makes a quick catch. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. Now it's 2nd down here. And they'll give it to the back. That'll pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the 1st down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
The Gators are looking to keep this drive going. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. The quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him closer to the goal line. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. Crowd trying to make a difference here on 4th down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Timeout, Colorado.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Looking to score with a run to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
What a touchdown here to pull them within 1 with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for 2 to try to take the lead.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. And that pass falls incomplete.
And Chris, I just don't know. Here we are in the 4th quarter. You're down by 1. The extra point ties the game. I guess they decided to try to take the lead by going for 2, but they miss it. And now they're still down by 1. I don't like the call.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Back out on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so maybe they'll have to run a couple plays here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Buffaloes hope to be able to just bleed the clock out here in the final minute. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
It's now third down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
Yankee blue. Green.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Breaking free at the 35.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the